So
which
my
is
conclusion, is it worth spending the money? If your budget permits, of course. But for most people, I mean, in my experience, most people have to sacrifice something. Even if your budget's $2 million, by the time you jam all the stuff inside the house that you want, you'll find
yeah,
that there's a few of those items you've got to pull back out because it's gone over budget. It doesn't really matter how big or small your budget is. You'll find, I believe, Darren, that everyone sort of hits that limit, and they're like, okay, I've got to get a few of those needs in there, maybe take a few wants back out, and that regardless of budget is a reality, I think, for every home buyer. Yeah.
just from my end, Cole, a few things I'd say on that is, sometimes depending on what the builder includes, you might find, for example, you need to do brick infills above the garage, and that could be, let's call it $1,800 or $2,000 or somewhere about that. It might be $2,000 upgrade to a facade that's actually got that on it already, and then you get a nicer looking facade. So I've often seen that. So sometimes it's worth checking out. Does the facade itself, if you upgrade, include some of the items that you may need to already upgrade? So you might find you either getting it for free or getting it for very little money and getting a much nicer looking facade with a bit of articulation and stuff on it. So that can be one that's really good for you.